Are you gonna start cooking more now that you're living on your own?
I have been.
You have been?
Actually, yeah.
What's your go-to right now?
So I've made majority of the time, because like I was telling you, Mackenzie had family visiting.
Right.
So we like ate out most of the time.
Yeah.
But so I've only cooked a few times because I've only been home a few times since I moved in.
That's crazy.
But so I made shrimp Alfredo, which is baller. These are all like recipes, by the way.
Yeah.
This is not like off the cuff.
No, our level of cooking. Okay. I don't know. Actually, I don't know your level of cooking. My level of cooking is recipe.
Yeah. This is a passion that I want to develop, though. Like, I want to become a really good, like, cook.
I respect that.
So,
but if you can there's people that can't even follow a recipe, dude.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, man.
Yeah.
There's people that can't follow a recipe. If you can't follow a recipe, that's rough for you.
Yeah.
But if you can follow a recipe, you can cook. You can cook.
Actually, I'm going to try to remember, like, everything I've made. So the first thing that I made in the apartment period was spaghetti.
With meatballs or just spaghetti?
This was like the most basic spaghetti you could possibly make. This was not a recipe.
Butter noodles?
This was noodles and pre-made sauce from the store. That was everything.
You count that, though? Or the noodles?
That was the first thing that I made.
Okay.
All right? That was good. And obviously I've cooked before this. But
yeah.
So that was the first thing that I made. And it was actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't bad.
You can't really mess that up unless you under or overcook the noodles. Really undercook.
And I made a lot of it, so that lasted like a little while.
Yeah.
And then there was the shrimp Alfredo, which is something Mackenzie and I have made before, so
familiar
that was
with
fine.
It. Yeah.
Yep, that was really good. And like we made our own sauce and everything, so it was like
that's legit.
It was fire. And then the other night we did twice baked potatoes, which is the best thing that we've made.
Okay.
This was baller. It took way too long to make.
I'm pretty confident I know that they take really long to make.
It was like a 2.5 hour process.
Yeah.
Which is insane. And I was not expecting that going in. So
there's
going to be more planning involved with that in the future.
So you got to preemptively read those recipes, man.
Yeah.
If that cook time's more than an hour, I'm probably not making it on the recipe. Because I know if it's an hour, it's going to take me an hour 15.
Right.
Because I'm slow.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, 2.5 hours isn't worth it. Twice bakes are really good, though.
Yeah.
They turn out good?
Oh, my gosh. They were so good. Best thing that I've cooked since we've been there so far.
That's what's up.
All right. And then, so I tried making burgers one of the first days we were there.
Like, from ground beef?
They were
pre-pattied?
They were pre-pattied, but they were like high quality.
Okay.
But they were like pre-formed, whatever.
Okay.
And so they turned out good except for one thing.
Oh, what happened?
So everything's new in the apartment at this point.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with any of this like new stuff that we've gotten.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, these burgers got to be seasoned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the amount of salt that I put on these burgers by mistake was through the roof. Like, all you tasted was salt. We stacked these burgers. We had like this pesto sauce that we put on them.
Okay.
Lettuce, tomato, bun,
love pesto.
Everything.
Pesto's top tier.
Whole sandwich. All you taste is salt. That's how salty these patties were.
How'd you mess this up?
So here's how it happened, right?
Okay.
So the shaker, not familiar with this shaker. So I turned it upside down. This is not a shaker. This is a pourer.
There's no holes in it?
There's holes, but they're like big. And the salt just dumped out.
Oh my God.
And I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, it's a lot, but I'm like, I've heard, typically you want to overseason because people tend to underseason. I'm like, it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is too much.
Yeah, you can't salt like that.
So I made 4 burgers. We ate 1.5 each and got rid of the rest
because of the salt level?
Because we couldn't finish it.
Drank 5 cups of water per burger.
Yeah. I made burgers again the other night, though. Didn't make that mistake. They turned out much better.
That's good.
So I redeemed myself.
That's good. You need to do a Goodwill run to look for some salt shakers, dude.
Yeah, I need some different ones.
That's a fun thing to look at like a Goodwill or a Vinny's.
Yeah.
Is like shakers and stuff.
So these are, we got a seasoning caddy thing. It's like a Lazy Susan tower.
Yeah.
There's seasonings all over it.
Yeah.
And so the bottles that came with that, they're just really big holes, which for most of those seasonings probably makes sense. But I put the salt and I think I want to get something different for the salt,
Okay.
or just be very careful with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then aside from that, I made a smoothie the other day. That was good.
What kind of smoothie do you make?
It was a blueberry smoothie.
That's
It was a blueberry protein smoothie. It was good.
Oh, dude,
It
I
was
had this
fire.
conversation with somebody earlier today, actually. Those like protein shakes that you can buy,
Yeah, like the muscle milk ones.
the most disgusting things that have ever
Yeah.
been made. The people that drink those regularly are outrageously stupid.
Yeah.
No offense to those people, but like you need to find an alternative to
Mhm.
drinking that stuff. Because like if you make a protein shake or something, it doesn't taste that bad.
Mhm.
It tastes just fine. Just make your own protein
Right.
shake. Don't buy that crap, dude.
Absolutely.
It's so bad. Even like a lot of, not all, but a lot of like the protein bars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's like supernatural protein.
Mm.
Tastes like garbage, dude. Find an alternative. Don't just go to the store and buy that stuff.
Yeah.
Like buy some other crap, because there's ways to make it taste good. The people that do that regularly, either you don't have taste buds or you're just dumb and need to figure it out correctly, dude. That's like my painfully aggressive opinion on it.
They're making some kind of argument in their head just to justify having it. They're like, I need it, bro.
That's what all that stuff is, though, and I respect it.
Yeah.
But like, oh my gosh,
Yeah. I don't know.
I can't. I could never do that. I can't even drink one of them, really. I really can't.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, though. Yeah, I need to make it up to Madison. Down to Madison.
Yeah, you do. I'm really enjoying this cooking, though. And I think something that's helping motivate me through it, I should say compiling a cookbook of all the recipes that I make.
Mhm.
And so like when it's done, I'll be able to like reference everything. And
Dude, and then when you get good at it, you can start making like your altercations
yeah,
to what you know,
Yeah.
and then you can actually make your cookbook out.
Yeah.
That'd be legit.
That's what I'm going for.
You should throw
long
some
term.
like weird twist on it, and I bet you could sell that joint on Amazon.
Yeah.
Like seriously, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
People do that all the time with random things, and then it's like a nice like side money, side hustle on it.
Absolutely.
But you know what I've been making?
What have you been making?
I've been cooking most of my breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing the last 2.5 weeks,
Okay, what is it?
but slight changes. Okay. Egg, bacon, English muffins
Okay.
with a hash brown patty.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's pretty legit. Hash brown patty, frozen, chucked in a toaster oven, right? Not much to worry about there. The thing that's changed a little bit is I went to a multigrain English muffin.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, a multigrain English muffin changed my life in the last like week and a half.
Yeah.
Those things are top tier. Just like a cheap English muffin from Walmart, but multigrain has so much more flavor than the original ones.
Okay.
I love it. And the ones I got from Walmart, I don't remember what it was, but it's again just some cheap English muffin. Light and fluffy too. Light and fluffy with the multigrain, dude. I was like, I'm the healthiest guy on earth right now. This is legit. And thick cut bacon, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it any other way, really. And 2 eggs.
Okay.
Good, solid day. This is the thing. When you make eggs, okay, and bacon, do you do the bacon and then make the eggs in the bacon grease?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah. You don't cook bacon or eggs.
Do you remember that picture I sent you this morning
Yeah, of your avocado toast you made.
with an egg on top?
Yeah.
That was the first time I've made an egg.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Do you still have that picture? I need to find the picture again.
Let me see if I saved it.
I
now.
need to
don't
analyze your first egg you've ever made.
I don't think I saved it.
Dang
But
it.
let me look.
Was it fried? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
I did not save it. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I got a picture of the smoothie I made.
I want to know. I want to judge your first egg you've ever made. That's a pretty good looking smoothie.
No,
Has a really nice blueberry color to it.
I do not have a picture, unfortunately. Mackenzie gave me a little bit of guidance, but I did it mostly on my own.
What? You know how disappointed I am in that right now?
I have made bacon, but it's been a very long time. The only time that I made it was in cooking class in high school.
Oh, I'm so
So-
upset that I can't reload that image right now.
I'm getting there though. It's on my list. I have a goal. I want to learn how to make eggs like every single way there is to like make an egg, you know.
I respect it. I can make a fried egg.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I don't like scrambled eggs. I can make them. I won't do it.
I prefer scrambled, so
What?
that's what I'll be doing.
Are
more.
you serious?
Yeah.
You actually prefer scrambled eggs?
I do. I like fried eggs too, so.
No, which
I prefer scrambled.
I think if you like, actually, I can't say that. My sister loves scrambled eggs, hates fried eggs.
Okay.
I was gonna say if you like a scrambled egg, you like a fried egg, but that's not true. But dude, why do you like scrambled eggs more?
I've never really thought about why. I don't know.
It's a weird food, man.
It is. It is kind of weird.
It's a weird food.
I don't really have an answer for that, really.
What I will do is if I go to make an omelet, right? The way I go to make an omelet is you whisk those eggs real good, like you're about to scramble them, but instead of scrambling it in the pan, you let it, like you fill it up, the pan with it, let it cook on one side, put the cheese, whatever, in the other side, and then do the dang thing. Right. So I like kind of scramble it, but I don't end up scrambling it, and it tastes great. But I don't know. It might be the texture of the scrambled eggs or something. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I like it.
I don't hate them. I'll eat them. If somebody gives me scrambled eggs, I'll be like, oh, what a disappointment. But I'll eat it. I don't have a problem with it. But I love a good fried egg, dude.
Yeah.
Over easy?
Yeah.
I cannot. I need to work on my over easy craft. I've tried to do it like specifically, and I understand how to do it. I need to like really work on it because it's either too easy or it's like just a soft egg, which is really good, by the way. Yeah. A hard-boiled soft, not quite over easy, but just soft. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
That's a beautiful egg. Jeez. But what I was gonna say with the bacon is a lot of people. I thought like everybody did this, but I was talking to somebody today and he doesn't do it. He's never done it. But you cook the bacon first and you cook the egg in the bacon grease. Yeah. Right? Makes the egg more flavorful. Tastes like bacon. Everybody likes the taste of bacon. But apparently he's never had it before. And that's all I do. And I was talking about it. And he's like, yeah, my girlfriend went to cook me an egg. Put it in bacon grease. I didn't know about it. I tasted it. I was like, what happened to this egg? He's like, why is it so bacony? And then his girlfriend's like, oh, I did this or whatever. He's like, ugh, you didn't like it. But I like it, which is what this morning, this is how this all ties back. Yeah. This morning, instead of cooking it all on one skillet, on one pan, bacon, then egg, I took two out, one with bacon, one with egg. I was like, let's just make it a little bit healthier, right? Yeah. The notable things is you really taste the egg. I forgot how much the bacon taste like carries over to the egg. I really enjoyed tasting the difference in the sandwich. It was really nice. When you're eating a sandwich with the bacon already on the egg, there's no real reason, I feel like, after having this morning's sandwich, to cook the egg in the bacon outside of less dishes. Because it was definitely, I enjoyed it more. It was less overwhelming of grease. I said there was two things. I forgot what the second one was. Oh, when you cook egg in bacon grease, the edges of the fried egg get crispy. And like they just crisp up really well, which I really like, and that's the only thing I missed this morning is the crispy edges. Okay. So that's something to note. Something that some people do, which I learned about too, is you just take a little bit of the bacon grease, if you don't want it too bacony, and just like brush it over the egg as it's frying, like after you do the first flip or something. Right. They're big fans of that too. Just get a little bit of extra flavor into it.
I'm taking mental notes here for my egg journey.
I'm helping you out, dude. Helping you out.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm enjoying it though. It's
Do you have a biggest surprise in the last like 3 weeks that you've
Oh my gosh. So I was already expecting this, but not to the extent that it's happened. Okay. Driving in the area that I'm living is horrid.
Yeah, I told you it would be. I think I've been saying that for like a year now.
So I've been back and forth from Madison to Baraboo like every single day since I moved in.
Yeah. That sounds horrible, by the way.
And I realized really quick that I needed to leave like 20 minutes earlier than I thought I needed to.
Yeah.
Like, especially if I was leaving during like busy times.
Yeah.
than like half an hour earlier.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And then, like, where I have to park has been such a headache. I think it's calmed down now, but I'm parking behind like a giant house that's split up into multiple apartments. It's not where I live. I live like a block away.
Yeah.
But this is where my like paid parking is.
Okay.
So this place has like a narrow one-way driveway around the whole thing.
Okay.
And then there's just parking spots jammed, packed like into this entire thing.
Yeah.
And the first couple of weeks, people were moving in, moving out, and so this was constantly blocked off. And so I'm like, well, I guess I'm just not going anywhere today, you know.
Sounds
or
awful.
I come back. It's like, well, I guess I'm not parking my car. So it seems like that's calmed down, and I'm hoping it stays that way. But that was very frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I had a day where I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go park in the parking garage now. So I did that. I got in the parking garage, pulled in. I was like, I lost my wallet. This actually happened.
Okay.
I left my wallet, so I left and I went to the store.
Yeah.
And I left my wallet at the store. I didn't realize.
Oh. You get it back?
I got back.
Okay.
I couldn't park where I needed to park. So I'm like, okay, I'll go park in the parking garage. I didn't know I didn't have my wallet. So I park in the parking garage. You don't pay till you leave the parking garage, right?
Right.
So I didn't realize it. I get out of my car. I'm like, I always do the pat down. Phone, wallet, keys. Phone, wallet, keys. I'm like, phone, keys. Where's my wallet? And right away, I knew where my wallet was. I was like, yep, I know where I left it. I called right away. They're like, yep, we got it. I'm like, cool, I'll come get it. I'm like, shoot, how am I going to get out of this parking garage? I can't pay to get out. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm freaking out.
And there's nobody there manning it. It's all automated, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so at the time, I kept my credit card in my phone case.
Okay.
But like my debit cards are in my wallet.
Okay.
The machine at the parking garage doesn't accept credit cards, though. There's only debit cards or cash. I didn't have any cash. So I was like, dude, what the heck am I going to do? I was so lucky I had spare change in my car, enough to pay to get out.
Jeez.
But it took me 20 minutes of thinking, and I was like, it just popped into my head. I'm like, oh my God, I have change in my car. Please have enough.
A horrible headache.
Yeah.
I would lose my mind. I've been
that
so
day was
fortunate that I
chaotic.
haven't lost anything in a store or left anything in a store.
Yeah.
I don't think I would manage that very well.
No,
or I think I'd manage it fine, but inside I'd hate myself for 2 days.
Oh yeah.
At least I'd be like, what the heck am I doing?
Yeah.
What caused me to do that? What do I need to change? I just have a full breakdown of it. How much, can I ask, how much change did you have to wrangle up out of your car?
It was $2.
It's a pretty healthy amount of change to find in your car, to be fair.
Yeah. Well,
I don't have that in my car anymore. I used to, but not anymore.
It was collected from when I was detailing. So that was collected from other people's cars.
Fair play. Fair play.
Yeah. But
still, it's a lot to change to have to wrangle up in your car. I bet right now I probably only have $1.25 at most in mine.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine I have much more than that.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised, honestly, if I had $1.25.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. That day was so chaotic. There was other stuff going on too, but I don't know. That's the other thing since I've been down there. I've just been my lifestyle has changed so drastically from being just relax and go with the flow to constantly move.
What? How? Okay. You mentioned earlier that you haven't worked really in a month's time.
Yeah.
How is that the case?
I've been busy.
That's crazy to me.
So I was helping with Mackenzie's family while they were here, and I kind of had an obligation to that. And I was okay with that.
Right.
Right. And then I was putting in multiple applications for jobs in the Madison area during that time that they were here. Yeah. And none of them answered me until the dealership one. Right. And so I got it set up to start for this Monday. That was the soonest I was able to get to it. I could have started sooner, but I would have had to have sacrificed a lot of stuff to do it.
Right.
I saved up enough money to be able to do this comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not a nice feeling.
Yeah, it's super stressful. I would hate it.
It's a scary feeling.
As somebody who doesn't have that many obligations right now going on, and I am currently switching jobs as well, that we talked about before I started recording, me having 0 transition time between the 2 jobs, for me, was really important. Because I don't know what I would do with myself.
Right.
If I had 2 weeks of time between 2 jobs. That would stress me out immensely.
Oh, yeah.
Like, crazy amounts of stress. I'd be like, what am I doing? I'm going to lose my mind. I'm not going to be able to afford my vehicle. I'm not going to do any of this stuff. Like, what am I going to do? I'd lose it. A month for me is like, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I saved up quite a bit to be able to make that work.
Which you need.
Which is on the lucky side, but
it's a smart thing to do going into that situation as well.
And yeah, every job change that I've had in the past was always like back to back, like what you were just describing too.
Yeah.
So
most of mine have. The only one that hasn't was when COVID hit.
Yeah.
I transitioned. And that was another thing. I was only out of job for like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't deal with it. I was like, I need to find a job now. I cannot deal with not having a job. I don't feel comfortable doing it. Like, get me back in the work environment. I did it. It was like, that's the only time where there's been a gap. I hated it. I don't want to do it again. Like, I just can't manage it. I need to know, like, all right, my transition's going to be very quick.
Yeah.
Like, within a week's time, preferably the next work day.
Yeah.
Like, I would prefer to step out of a job on a Tuesday and then into a new job on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
What I'm doing right now is going to be a Friday to a Monday, which is ideal.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 2 days to, like, mentally prep. But, like,
I
would
feel
rather
like that's
have,
like the best.
Yeah. And I was able to set it up that way, which is really nice. In theory, as long as everything goes smoothly, which is my next step, is stress on it. But that is what it is. I shouldn't worry about it as much as I am.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, for me, like, as far as like feeling like I have something to do during this time, I've been so busy, like doing whatever random crap that I'm getting done, either for the apartment or figuring stuff out. I've had like a job's worth of things that I've been doing. But as far as finances, my bank account is like the lowest it's been since quite a while.
Yeah.
So
I feel that. I get it.
I'm excited to have a job on Monday.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I get it. You want something exciting? This
Yeah,
is going to switch topics like
that's
full
cool.
180.
That's cool. We've been on this long enough.
Today, I'm really excited because I'm going to do it tomorrow morning now. I finally ordered new speakers for my car.
Oh.
I know.
Okay.
And they just arrived. I got the delivery notification like this afternoon.
Yeah.
They were supposed to arrive tomorrow. But I'm like, I was going to be like, I'm going to install it on Saturday.
You're doing it yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And, but they arrived today. I'm going to wake up early tomorrow morning and install those things.
You are.
I am so pumped to have that, especially new speakers on a day where I have to drive extra distance to get to Theo Von comedy set. I'm so excited about that too. Like tomorrow, full day, dude. New speakers in there. I'm so stoked to get new speakers in there. What's going to be a letdown, though, is if the stereo in there can't support it.
Yeah.
It should be able to.
So what did you get to install?
What do you mean? What speakers did I get?
Yeah, is it just like are you just replacing the stock speakers?
Yeah. Okay. So the car, the Subaru Impreza, right, is what I'm driving. Very base level one. And it's so base level that there is only door speakers. In this vehicle. So my first step, I'm willing to go extra steps too, but I don't have as high of a performance need in my life as like you do, right, in your vehicle. I just need something that I can feel happy with, right? It doesn't need to be great. I just need to feel satisfied with it. I care about the audio quality, just not enough to make me feel like I'm going to pull out 800 plus to do it, which I would love to do. I just don't feel like it's a choice I should make.
No.
Trying to find this email so I can tell you exactly what speakers I got. But they're like, they're not trash. They're a $85 set pair. I bought 2 pair.
Yeah.
Because it fits both the front and rear door.
I think that's about the price that I paid for the door speakers in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident with them and how they're going to perform. What was it? I can't even...
That's exciting though. And it'll be fun to wire those in.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Got it through Crutchfield as well.
Oh yeah, that's
So
a really good
I know.
They have a good reputation.
I know. I've used them. I replaced the stereo in my first car,
Mm-hmm.
and I used them. Dude, it was amazing. I just followed the instructions, had the fit kits and everything.
Yeah.
I did it in this is my first time I ever did something like that. It was done in an hour.
Yeah,
it was really
awesome.
nice. So with these speakers, I am no stress at all. I almost made a trip to Madison over the weekend, actually, and went through Best Buy. But I was like, okay, I would spend $10 more, won't get the instructions, and I would get it 5 days earlier. Is that worth it?
Yeah.
I would prefer to have the instructions through a company I already trust with my speaker system that I've used before and run with that. So
yeah, that's exciting. You should let me know how that goes.
I will. I'm so excited. That was something that popped up last second today. I was like, yeah.
That's
Give me
awesome.
some new speakers in here, dude. Those speakers, I'm telling you, they are. I'm trying to think of something that's easy to compare it to. It's like if I had. It's like playing. I haven't heard a Beats pill in a while, right?
Mhm.
It's like if you put a Beats pill in every door of your vehicle.
Yeah.
It's not a god awful speaker.
Mhm.
It's just not that good.
Yeah.
Right? It's just what you would expect out of a base level car's speaker system. That's all it is. There's no bass.
Yeah.
Like the bass is super minimal. I can crank it to the max, and
you're like, is somebody knocking on the door?
It's
was
tough.
that the glass?
It's not that bad, but you know what I mean. It's not great. It's really not. So I'm really excited. I specifically went and was looking at reviews for ones that were people talking about bass quality and whatnot. So
yeah, that's nice.
Good stuff. Kicker brand.
Oh, Kicker. Okay. Yeah,
Kicker
that's
brand.
my subwoofer is Kicker.
It's one of the more popular ones right now. I almost went with JBL. Only problem is that there's things have really good reviews. They're just not that well known. It's not as recognized in automotive speakers.
Yeah. Do they have speakers in that price range for vehicles?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes, and they have good reviews actually. I was gonna go with that, and I switched to Kicker.
That's interesting.
Purely on the basis of it's not JBL's thing.
Yeah.
And they're not really known for it. Kicker is known for it.
Yep.
And that's what they do. So I was like, I'm going to go with the brand that knows what they do. Also, the JBL ones, a lot of people, you have a JBL portable speaker.
Yep.
Their bass pumps.
Yep.
They have good bass on their products. A lot of people were disappointed by the bass on their products. And I was like, I don't want that to be my experience.
Yeah.
So that was the other part of my decision on it.
Yeah. My other speakers up front are Kenwoods, and I don't know if
that's another one that specializes a lot in automotive speakers. Yeah.
Yep. They but when I was looking for those, I specifically was looking for more high end and mid range.
Yeah.
Because I was getting the subwoofer too.
Right.
And so I'm able to get that really crisp sound out of it, but they're nice.
And the next step, actually, before I would go into anything else, would be looking at if the sound quality is not adequate still. Looking at wiring in a pair of tweeters.
Yep.
On the dash, because there's empty speaker grills.
Really?
On the dash, yeah. So the base model, this is really funny. There's 2 levels of the base model for stereo quality, or for speaker quality. One of them does not have dash speakers. One of them does have dash speakers. My car does not have the dash speakers, but it still has the grills and everything for it, so they didn't have to manufacture new parts. Yeah. So there's literally just empty spots for it, and I'm pretty confident there's a direct wiring mount on the stereo system.
Oh, yeah.
that could support that speaker. So I believe it's tweeters that went in there on the thing. I'd have to look closer again, but yeah.
That's so frustrating when you find that kind of stuff in your car. You're like, man, what the heck? It's like they're teasing you.
Yeah.
I have blank buttons on the dash in my vehicle. I'm like, I want these to do something.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were to do something? What would you do right now?
Yeah.
I love that feeling. I love that feeling. Yeah, I'm excited. Also kind of nervous. I replaced the headlights in my car, the bulbs.
Yeah.
Because when I got the car, for some reason, there was low beams for all the lights. Like the high beams were low beams and low beams were low beams.
Oh.
So I switched from low to high, and it's the same thing. Okay? So I replaced the high beams. Now I'm just really nervous. Tonight's going to be the first night that I'm driving in the dark since I replaced it. Then I'm just going to have googly-eyed car. Just cross-eyed like crazy. And it's going to be high beams pointed one straight to the sky and one straight to the ground.
Perfect.
Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully it's good.
That's awesome.
Making some adjustments on the vehicle. Finally, I'm happy about it. So it's good stuff.
Yeah. Dude, this episode, we're just like catching up.
It's what it needs to be.
You know?
It's what it needs to be. Kind of disappointed there was a piece of feedback from a previous episode.
Yeah, I haven't looked at that. What do we got here?
I don't think from last. I haven't liked it last episode.
Yeah, I'll take a look here.
But a previous one, and Jude said that we didn't need a intro outro.
Oh, I did see that.
I was like, stop being boring.
Yeah, sorry, Jude. We do need an intro outro.
Yeah, we do. Like
we do.
Don't be boring about it. Okay? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Okay, here. There's a new piece of.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk
that.
about was like, where are we at with this podcast? You know? It's been some time since we've been together. It might not seem like it to people listening.
It won't. Well, it will in a way.
A little bit, but delayed.
We double recorded before Brandon moved out.
Yeah.
And then I had a lot going on.
Yeah.
And never got edited or published. And then it finally got published, and now we're recording after. So this one's like backlogged a week because I was behind on the other two. But it's an interesting space right now because we're very far apart now. And I'm relocating my job back to Baraboo in a classroom environment where there's more restrictions involved with it. Going to Portage to record a podcast is not going to be practical. Possible? Yeah. Practical? No. There's some options. It could be, if we want to continue doing it, it could be a virtual thing. It could be a virtual thing, and then whenever, like, I am in Madison or you're near or whatever, can figure out a thing to do it in person. It could be only that, and it's just once in a while thing. It could be super laxed. It's going to lose a lot of consistency, though, I think. It's going to be the main thing.
I think at least for the time being, it probably will. I'm
starting a job that's going to require a lot of energy to get my feet under me on it.
Yeah.
So.
And I know you and I, we kind of already talked about this, and I already understand this, but I'm saying this to the viewers, the listeners. They know what's going on if we all of a sudden aren't posting.
Yeah, I guarantee you there'll be one like here and there. That's just kind of how it's going to operate. Just random ones drop here and there, but it's not going to be super reliable, I don't think, for a considerable amount of time.
What I will say, I have no intentions of stopping doing this. I just think it's going to look a little different.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
be it a virtual one, just here and there, or a virtual one here and there mixed with an in-person one here and there. I don't know. I was just thinking of an excuse for me to go into Madison next weekend. And Comedy on State, Trevor Wallace is going to be there.
Yeah, he is.
Next weekend.
He is.
That's piqued my interest a little bit, I'm not going to lie. I would enjoy seeing him.
Yeah.
He does a good mix of, crowd work and his own bits.
Right.
That he's got on his just casual stand-up stuff. It's really nice, actually. from seeing clips in it and whatnot. That'd be legit.
Yeah, there you go. You got an excuse now.
It's a pretty good excuse, actually. I'm not going to lie. Looking at other people on here, and there's not a ton, to be perfectly honest, that are interesting me for a while on here. Or not a lot that I know very well. There's Dan Soder in October. That also looks pretty legit.
No idea who that is.
Besides those two, Adam Ray's supposed to be funny. I don't know his crap. I don't know. Something to look at. I might be in Madison next weekend for that.
Yeah.
I'd also like to jump around at some Goodwills and stuff. Because, I got a record player.
I think I saw you post a picture of that somewhere.
I think I
saw that
sent you a
somehow.
picture
You
of
sent
it.
it to me, maybe.
Yeah. I got a record player from Goodwill
Yeah.
for like $12 or something.
Solid.
It is a super cheap record player.
Mm-hmm.
Like at Walmart, you can buy it for like $45 or something.
Yeah.
Super cheap.
Is it one of those like ones that like the lid closes on it? It's got like a little Bluetooth speaker attached to it. Is it one of those newer ones?
Not a Bluetooth one. Yeah, it's a newer one. It's a newer one. I would like, and ultimately I bought it as like, okay, how do I feel about this, right?
Yeah.
So I bought that, and then I went across the street, because this is Richland Center, and there's a Goodwill across the street from Walmart in Richland Center. Went across the street to Walmart. I was like, yeah, I know you guys have vinyl. Let's see what you guys got. Dude, Hybrid Theory album, Linkin Park Hybrid Theory album. It's dropped like $24 on it, but I was like, dude, I love this album. Why would I not? So I got it, brought the thing home. I was like, all right, but it didn't come with a power cable because I got it from Goodwill.
Okay.
I didn't think about it while I was at Goodwill. Else I'd have looked in their cable stash to see if I could find something that fit. It's like, oh, well, great. I didn't have a power cable that would fit it either. I was like, brilliant. I'm a genius. Got a cheap, like, $8 power cable online. Got it up. Thing works. It's beautiful. The needle on it works and everything.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. And I can tell you right now, I've listened to that Hybrid Theory album record on that thing like 3 times this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you also, I enjoy listening to music more on vinyl. Yeah. I think it's the authentic part of it, even though the vinyl record player itself is a new cheap model record player, and I bought the vinyl itself from Walmart.
Yeah.
It's still more authentic. It feels more legit, and I don't know, it just gave me like new appreciation for that album as a whole collection.
Right.
Because there's songs on it that are like amazing that I listen to all the time.
Right.
But as like a whole collection of an album made me appreciate it more.
Absolutely.
So I think I'm going to get super into it, and I think it's going to get a thing. So like in 2 days, so on Saturday, I'm planning on going into Baraboo to Spin Shack and just rummaging their vinyl selection in there and just trying to find things that are
They
cool.
have some like pretty cheap ones in there, don't they?
Yeah. That's like if you want to build a vinyl collection and you're in the Baraboo area, that's a spot to build a vinyl collection. And if I don't find anything there's like vintage stores have vinyls here and there, right? Quality on them is shaky. I think Spin Shack tests their vinyls to make sure they work at least a little bit. I don't know. I really don't remember. I haven't been in there in a while, but I'm getting into it, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that.
I'm getting into it. And if this works, the only problem is I need to figure out how to fix it. I'd love to get into it and fix it. Is like it spins, right? I don't know what the parts are called besides like the needle and whatnot, but it's a little wobbly.
Okay.
So it'll get to a point on a record where you're playing it and it'll just start repeating itself for every rotation because it's wobbling and it gets into a spot where it's stuck on like a transition piece on the vinyl or whatever. So like I need to figure out how to level it out. Or it's not a matter of the thing being leveled. I already leveled it, like the whole table itself. But it's a matter of making that wobble stop so the disc itself is consistent.
Okay. So. No, I'm happy to hear that that you like that.
Yeah.
I got a record player gifted to me like a year ago.
Okay.
And I've never bought a vinyl for it.
If you're next time you're in Baraboo, just swing by Spin Shack.
Yeah.
It's legit.
I might have to do that.
It's pretty cool.
Part of the reason why I was scared too,
they're expensive new, man. you're dropping $25 for most of them.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, I listened to the actual machine because it has like a Bluetooth speaker built in.
Okay.
And that's, in my mind, is probably the same speaker that the record player uses. Maybe not.
Okay.
I don't know.
So if it's built into it, right?
Yeah.
It would be, the record player would play out of it.
Yeah. Because I was like, this thing kind of sounds like crap.
Yeah. And it would. So
that was my thing.
my record player has one that's built into it. It's not Bluetooth.
Yeah.
It's just built in. It's like an all-in-one situation,
Mhm.
right? If you want to just quick thing, built into it. I have two JBL mini studio monitors
Yeah.
in my room. I was able to wire to it through
Mhm.
aux, so it plays through those,
Yeah.
and that cost me no extra because I already had it. So if you have if there's like a wiring option and you have some modem of a speaker sitting around,
Okay.
figuring that out would be
Yeah.
that's. I don't even know what mine sounds like by
I might
itself,
do that
really.
then.
But yeah, and then you can find there's used vinyl at anywhere you go, pretty much.
Yeah.
Vintage stores, Spin Shack's great. Once in a while you'll come across something like Goodwill. I say there's
Yeah.
like 3 Goodwills in Madison, and yeah.
I feel bad that I haven't at least tried it. 'cause it's just
Vinny's
been kinda
also
sitting
has
there.
vinyls.
Do they?
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least I know the Baraboo one
I guess
does.
that makes sense. Yeah.
The Baraboo one has a vinyl selection there.
Okay.
And I think the Reedsburg one does too.
I'll have to go find some.
It's just it's a fun thing now that I'm gonna get into just like looking for it.
Mm.
It's like, oh, I'm here. Let's see if I can find something.
Yeah.
So, and I'm open to buying new ones from Walmart, obviously.
Yeah.
I bought the Hybrid Theory one. There's supposedly one at the Portage Walmart that is the soundtrack from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, you have to have that.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be
you have to have
really cool to have.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna check for that in the next week or so, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing though. You'd really like it. And
I'll have to try it out.
if you want to test out a vinyl or whatever on it, just to see how it sounds, I can bring over the Hybrid Theory one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I have to grab that from my house because I left it at home when I moved. That's how much I haven't been using it. But I should definitely do that though.
It's great. And I even, this is funny, when we went to the DJ Snake concert, okay, there was a period of time, I got super into DJ Snake stuff for a while, right?
Yeah.
And there was what was the song? It's a really good song. It had Cardi B on it. And a Spanish artist.
Taki.
Taki, yeah. Came out with a lot of songs at that time, and they were all really good songs.
Mm-hmm.
Or most of them were. And the Taki was a 2-song or a 3-song single that came out. And there was a limited edition Spotify vinyl that came out for it. And it looks really sick.
Yeah.
Actually. So after all these years of having it, finally got to play it. It was pretty legit. And I forgot how the song went at first, and it's one of those situations where you hear the song, you're like, oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Taki,
this brings me back.
Taki Roomba! And you just start going.
That's awesome.
It was pretty sweet. And hearing that on vinyl was also crazy, because that music originally not built for vinyl at all.
Right.
So it was really cool to listen to that too.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think that's interesting you brought that up too, because that's the one thing that has like kind of intrigued me about vinyl is the art.
Yeah.
Like, I like seeing the art on it.
Dude, the art's cool. I wasn't even expecting it with the Hybrid Theory one, but I pulled it out of the sleeve. It's just a red translucent vinyl, and the middle has the hybrid. It was like, dude, that red translucent, you pull it out of the sleeve for the first time, not expecting it. That was really cool. And watching it spin on there too, with like, it was so cool.
Right.
And it was like, what? And then the Taki record, and then this is just a single. So it also plays at a different spin rate, which I knew about, but I didn't recognize it at first. So I was playing, I was like, why does it sound horrible? I was like, oh yeah, I need to switch it to 45. But totally different art on it. You just look at it spin for a little bit. It's like, yeah, that's what's up.
That's awesome.
It's really cool.
I have a question for you then.
Yeah.
If this is something you're getting into, and you've made music in the past, can you see yourself making a vinyl?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really legit. Actually.
That would be really cool.
That'd be really legit. You want something really weird that I want to do, and I have access to do this too now, also as well. You know how like back in the day, you have like an empty cassette tape, and you record the songs onto the cassette and make your own mixtape.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a old radio with like the detachable speakers on the side and the cassette player in it, and it has the record function on it. So I can do that now, and I'm like, dude, I might make some mixtapes, dude, like legit mixtapes.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna just play random crap and mixtape it up, dude. Watch out.
I love
it.
Like,
hey, Brian, you want to hear my mixtape, dude?
I'd listen to it.
It's like, what? You're making music again? Nah, dude. Listen to this mashup, man.
I might ask you to send me the Spotify playlist instead, but
nah, no Spotify playlist. Mixtape only.
I don't have a cassette player.
Figure it out. Really cheap.
All right.
You can tell I've spent a lot of time in Goodwill in the last 2 months. That's where I got that too.
I would listen to your mixtape. I just don't know if I have something to play it with.
I'll find a solution.
Yeah.
I'll find a solution. So that's really cool too.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
give me a Walkman. Cool. I'll listen to that.
Dude, I want a Walkman. I really want a Walkman. I'm into like this old crap right now, and I love it.
Yeah.
Because cassette tapes is like what I grew up listening to was radio and cassette tapes. I had a radio cassette player. Just like it was a modern one at the time, so it was like a weird bubbly shape.
Yeah.
But like that's what I listened to. This or that, because I scratched all the CDs, so I couldn't listen to a CD. So like I got this way more authentic radio cassette player, and now I'm like, dude, this is legit.
Yeah.
And I got a Bluetooth cassette adapter as well.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, dude. And then getting into like the vinyl thing, something I want to do for a long time. I just don't want to. I didn't want to buy a cheap record player, and I was like, I didn't have the space, and I didn't want to have to make the space and fork out like $90 on a good record player.
Yeah.
But if you see a cheap record player that's in visually good condition for like $12, it's like I'll buy that.
Yeah.
And I'll make the space. That feels more worth my time. Because getting into it, you buy a new record player. If you need to buy speakers for it, you buy the speakers for it, and buy one new vinyl. You're like 200 deep.
Yeah.
At that point. So getting into it's really can be difficult if you're not patient. I was patient. So now I'm into it. It's like, oh snap! I got my tapes back. I got my vinyl now. Dude,
I think it really says something, like, because it's not just you. Like, all like technology is advanced, but people are still going back to this art form.
Yeah,
and I just think that really says something about it.
And finding modern ways to do old art forms.
Yeah,
and it's just the tapes, cassette tapes, and vinyl are so unique, and it's something that CDs don't have.
Yeah,
actually, because you don't have any of those unique aspects of a CD. Besides the fact of the plastic cases that they came with.
Yeah.
Those are cool. Full transparency. I don't like CDs. I'm not going to probably get into them. But like you have your CD, and the disc changers are cool actually. Disc changers are cool. What was in your disc changer, dude? Your 6-disc disc changer. That's what's up.
That's some technology right there.
Yeah. Some janky technology. CDs in general are janky, but they're like, I don't know. Having the CD of something is pretty authentic too.
Yeah, I like that. Just the physicalness, being able to have something tangible, whether it's a CD or a record. Like I just think nothing beats that.
Yeah,
but that's cool.
It's good stuff. I'm pretty excited about those two things. I need to sit down and mixtape, dude. That'd be crazy. I need to get an empty cassette tape.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
You mix and mash.
Make a mixtape, send it to me.
Yeah. And it's trash. I'm gonna wipe it and do it again.
You can mail your cassette tape to me.
I'd rather drive it over, to be fair.
Okay.
I'd rather drive it over.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
How deep are we into this episode?
50 minutes.
Okay. All right.
We're chilling.
Yeah.
We're chilling. I don't know if I feel like I've had other things to talk about, and they've just like breezed over my head.
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest we did a draft today, just a classic draft.
Yeah.
I just got into it too quick. That's what it is. That's what happens.
That's hype.
That's what happens.
That's hype.
I feel like there's been weird things that have popped up I've wanted to talk about too. I just don't remember what they are.
It's been too long.
It has. It's tough.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's lost. I don't have it.
Oh, we have a concert coming up.
What day is that?
Yeah.
What day is it? Seriously, I don't know what
Do
day
you
it
realize
is.
that's coming up?
Yeah, I know it's this month. I just don't know what day it is.
Yeah, that's on the 30th.
Okay. I need
Saturday the 30th.
to get back into that music right now.
Yeah. So for the listeners, I don't know if we ever talked about this. We're going to see Macklemore.
Yeah.
Which is I'm so excited for.
Yeah, it's a bucket list artist for me.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
That's a high-end bucket list artist for me, mainly for childhood and like reasons.
Yeah.
Like that's iconic. You hear Thrift Shop on the radio? Dude, my mom knows Thrift Shop.
Yeah.
And she loves that song.
I remember the first time I heard Thrift Shop, and I felt like, I don't know why, I don't remember the first time I heard a lot of songs.
Yeah.
But that song, like, I can remember the first time I heard that.
I remember the first time I went to figure out what the song was called.
Yeah.
I remember that and got into a deep dive because that's when I just started using Spotify and got off. And that's the first time I started like streaming music.
Right.
I just started using Spotify, and we were in the car, and I had an iPod, so I can't look anything up.
Yeah.
Right. We're in the car, and the song had played just like beforehand, and I was like, "Dude, what was that song called?" And nobody knows what it's called.
Yeah.
Like my dad doesn't care.
And you don't
my
got
sister's
Shazam yet.
reading, and my mom's the only other person listening to the radio.
Yeah.
And I don't have data. And both my parents were using flip phones because they're old.
Yeah.
And they're old school in the way that they do things. They didn't switch to a flip phone until like 2015. I'm off a flip phone until like 2015.
Yeah.
Like iPhone 6, whatever, like almost 7 was out by the time they did that. But we're listening to it. We're in it. It's like trying to figure it out. Listen to the radio. Like, all right, super intent. And we're on like a road trip somewhere, and we're listening to it, and it's like, and then you hear it all of a sudden. Come on, and you didn't recognize it at first, and you hear the "I'm gonna pop some tags," and it's like, yeah. What's that called? Listen really closely afterwards, and we figured it out, wrote it down, got home later, or got to a hotel later, found it on Spotify, listened to it, listened to the explicit version first, and I was like, this version sucks. Why would he swear in this song?
Right.
I want to hear like the chicken on the censors and everything, dude, because the censors in that song are top tier.
Yeah.
I wish more people did stuff like that.
Right.
So, it took me a long time to get into the explicit version of that song.
You don't get that excitement about finding new songs anymore, I feel like.
No, it's
just
a big deal.
It's just so instant now, like, because you can just see it.
Yeah.
And then boom, you know what it is. And then it's a fad. And then it goes away, and you have a new song. It's just not the same.
I don't like the fad, like, viral songs.
Yeah.
Or I don't like the idea behind it. Some of them are good songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Paint the Town Red is a pretty good song.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good song.
It's so crazy right now, though.
I know, it's crazy.
I was going to say, like, with your censoring thing, too, that you're talking about, like, that's, like, not even a thing anymore, I feel like, either.
Yeah, you just fade out the cuss words.
Yeah.
Keep the song going. You don't have the creative edits on things, really.
I don't even like listen to the radio that much anymore, though, anyways.
I don't usually.
Mm-hmm.
When I got the radio cassette player, for like 2 weeks, I listened to it to go to sleep on like country radio.
Yeah.
And I realized I really like country.
Yeah.
But I'm so into these other genres that I won't put the time to it to make my own playlist of it. But listening to country radio is a really good mood and also great way to fall asleep and wake up in the morning. Like, top tier, would recommend.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, radio, like, there was a point a couple of years ago where I was listening to radio in the car cognizantly. like once or twice a month just to listen to new songs that were outside of what I usually listen to.
Yeah.
I haven't done that again like a year or two, but like that was a pretty good time. You listen to a song on the radio and then you Shazam it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool also. That's pretty nice.
I feel like when you listen to music like on the radio, it's more like equivalent to like watching a TV show or a movie. It's more of an attention based, like,
yeah,
the DJ or whatever, they come in, they say something, and they change it to a different song, or they change the vibe, or whatever. I don't know. It just seems more interactive, I guess might be the right word.
Yeah, it's less mindless.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, and it's something I started doing. I think I might have talked about it before. I feel like I get mindless when I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm listening to my music all the time, it's like, yep, it's that song again. Cool.
Yeah.
I like this song. I know this song. And I just get mindless. So then I started listening to podcast stuff a lot.
Yeah.
So then, like, I'll start my morning most times now with a podcast for the first, like, 40 minutes of my drive, and then switch to a random playlist for the last 10 minutes of my drive.
Yeah.
And then on the way home, I'll just listen to music the whole time or podcast the whole time.
Yeah.
It just keeps it more on your toes, like you were saying. It's
Right.
more attention getting and less drony. Because I'll listen to songs I really like, but I'm just listening to a playlist on repeat that I curated.
Yep. I do the same thing, and especially when I'm driving, I do it to pass time, I think, really.
Yeah.
And then that ends up, I don't know, it kind of deadens it for me, I guess.
Yeah.
But
what I found is driving with podcasts on, especially if you're by yourself, really makes time go by fast if you're listening to people you enjoy listening to. Like really fast. And then mixing it with the music, once you switch to music and like you make that like cognizant decision to switch to the music, like, all right, I'm ready to listen to music. Then it's like, hello, this music's like, I'm feeling this music again right now.
Right.
Which is really nice. I feel like in the mornings, I start driving, listening to music. I'm not ready to listen to the music yet. But then once I'm like, all right, I'm done with the podcast and let it listen to the music, then the energy I have is ready for it.
Yeah.
Whereas if I just listen to it the whole time, my energy just start on that plateau and just keep going on that plateau.
Yeah.
This is an idea I have about it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to try listening to a podcast tonight when I drive home.
It's really nice.
I love listening to podcasts, but I never do it when I'm driving.
It's really nice. Do you have ones that you're listening to right now, or are you open to recommendations?
I'm open to recommendations. I have like 5 different ones that I bounce between. But
so do I. They're all comedians, by the way, so watch out.
Yeah, send some over to me.
Well, I'm just trying to think of one specific episode right now. Ooh, that's a fun one. Theo Von and Mark Norman. That's a hilarious episode. Do you know Mark Norman at all?
I don't.
Dude, he's
I might.
going viral on TikTok.
I don't know
now.
people's names.
Let me pull up a picture of him.
If I see him, I might. We'll see.
Mark Norman is like, do you know? I'm really into comedy crap.
Yeah.
Do you know? I think I've had you listen to him before. What's his name right now? Boom, boom, boom. Don't remember his name.
I don't know if names are gonna help me, anyways.
Yeah, I can't even think of it right now, so it's fine. This is not Mark Norman.
Okay, yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay, so he just really quick fire jokes.
Yeah.
Really quick fire. Like he can't go more than like 15 seconds without cracking a joke. So when he's doing stand-up stuff, it's joke after joke after joke. And you've seen, and he'll tell a story, but every 4 lines is another punchline in the story. And it's really unique and like kind of an old school mentality of comedy stuff. And you know how Theo Von is.
Yeah.
And those two things combined, that was a really entertaining episode because they're both just joke central. It was pretty good. It was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll. Did you send me an episode or
no? What do you listen to it on?
Spotify.
Oh Jesus.
You know I'm on Spotify.
Yeah, I do. I fully switched over to Apple Podcasts for my podcast, and I really enjoy it.
I'm sure if it's on Apple Podcasts, it's on Spotify.
It is. I just don't want to find it. That's the problem.
Just send me a screenshot. I can find it. I can do half the work.
Yeah, but his episode titles are dumb because it's Theo. It's literally titled Mark Normand.
Okay.
The one after it is named Hulk Hogan.
Okay, maybe I'll need a link.
I'll help you find it before you leave. It's a pretty good one.
Solid.
But yeah, it's a fun mix-up. And yeah, radio's a weird thing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it still exists, and it's like a big thing.
Me too, actually. Like, as popular as streaming is now,
Yeah.
I'm surprised that radio hasn't just, like, disappeared.
Right? I have no idea what's keeping it afloat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could not begin to understand
I have
what's
a
keeping
theory.
it afloat. Yeah?
Old people.
I agree to an extent. My experience with old people, meaning my relatives,
yeah,
if they listen to music, and I only, for some reason, I guess old people in the car.
Yeah.
Let's say old people in like the house, they have like their music that they've purchased, the physical entity, vinyl, CD, tape. I guess old people in the car listen to radio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of young people in the car that listen to radio. I'm cool with radio. I like radio. I'm not hating on radio. But like I said, I've made a distinct choice to listen to it at some points, even recently. But yeah, I guess. Or it's just old people don't listen to anything in the car. People that don't listen to anything in the car are crazy, by the way.
Oh, I agree.
If you can drive silent, even if there's another person in the car, unless you're having a really good conversation, there needs to be some volume of noise coming through those speakers. If it's a normal conversation, or even more like just really basic level small talk stuff, needs to be music on. Or a podcast. I prefer music, less podcast, but I understand podcasts. Only time is if like you're really getting into it and you need to focus on the conversation.
Right.
Besides that, you need to listen to something in that vehicle. Dude, my dad listens to nothing.
Yeah.
If I'm in the car with him and he's driving, he listens to nothing. He won't let you put on anything unless you have his explicit permission.
Yeah.
And if it goes on too long, he'll turn it off. Dude's a maniac.
That's funny that you said that, because I was just going to say, when I was growing up, I had a friend. I'm not going to name any names, but I had a friend, and his dad car was completely silent.
Yeah.
And anytime like we did something together, his dad picked me up. It's the three of us, dad in the front seat and my friend in the front seat, and I'm sitting in the back all alone.
Yeah.
And it's just dead silent. All three of us, were just...
Yeah. Dude.
I'm like, what the heck is going on? That was the most awkward thing every time.
Creepy, man. People that don't listen to anything in the vehicle while they're driving is not normal, and they need to get help.
Yeah.
Like serious help. It's outrageous. I didn't actually know. This is funny, actually. I didn't know my dad listened to music until like 8th grade, dude.
Yeah.
And he mentioned that he knew like Eminem Not Afraid or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? You know music, dude? What? I was so confused. I'd never heard that guy listen to or enjoy a song in his life.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, I know that song. That's Eminem. I was like, what? How do you know this? What are you talking about? And my mom was driving. My dad was hurt, so he wasn't driving. Else he always drives. And I was playing music because my mom was driving. And I played music while my mom was driving at that time. So when he said that, I was like, what? It was so mind-blowing that he listened to music because I've never heard him up to that point listen to and enjoy it at the same time. I had no idea that was in his wheelhouse of capabilities.
That is so crazy.
And I'm 14.
Yeah.
I've lived with that guy for 14 years and I didn't know that. That was crazy.
Wow.
And now he has a whole bunch of vinyls and stuff at home and whatnot. He plays and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, I had no idea. That was mind-blowing.
That's crazy.
Because every time I was around him, was in the car and he doesn't listen to stuff.
Yeah.
It's silent. So it was just, that was impressive.
That would be mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
That was world-altering.
Yeah.
To be honest, the Eminem comment was crazy. I don't know if I'll ever forget that.
Yeah.
Just, is that Eminem? Yeah? And why do you know that, dude?
Yeah.
And I was like, you didn't know that he has like 5 Eminem albums on his playlist, songs on his playlist. I was like, he has a playlist? He knows how to make a playlist? What are we doing?
I thought this dude listened to Silence.
Yeah, Silence or like Sports Center radio.
Yeah.
That was his like variety. Was Sports Center radio or Silence? Banana, banana. That was wild. It really was.
Wow.
Yeah. I still don't know what I was going to talk about.
That's all right. That's all right.
We've been doing it for an hour.
We can
5.
save it for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say I'm really excited for that concert.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am too.
It's gonna be a great time.
I am too. I feel like there's a strange part of me that feels like I'm not as excited as I should be for it.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. It's really weird. I think I need to go on a Macklemore album spree.
Yeah.
Specifically with the Heist album.
Yep.
And the Unruly Mess I've Made album. Those are the 2 I think that I need to really attack to pick up that energy again. I might do that on the way home, actually.
Solid.
I really might. I also might stop at the Walmart here in town to see if I can find that Nightmare Before Christmas vinyl. Because that'd be really cool. I shouldn't. No, I should wait a little bit until after I go to Spin Shack.
Next up, hook up your vinyl to your new car speakers.
No, but how cool would it be if I can wire a Walkman into the aux port of my car? I think that's possible. Because you take the Walkman, you put it into the aux. That's the same as plugging your phone into the aux. Yeah. You could plug a Walkman into a car aux, dude? How cool would that be?
Yeah.
Oh, let's turn on the radio. No, can Bluetooth my phone? Nah, what are we going to do? Put in my mixtape, bro. But you don't have a tape player. Yeah, I got my Walkman right here.
Yeah, I do.
Open the center console, pull out the Walkman, spin that, boy. That would be crazy.
I'm ready for it.
How cool would that car experience be? You're playing through a Walkman?
That's going to be so good.
I'm going to get Walkman, dude. Keep my eyes peeled.
I love it.
Keep them peeled.
We didn't do an intro for this episode. We could do it now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whose intro is it? It's episode 32.
Yeah, so it's mine.
All right.
Yeah, welcome back to Staying in Tune. I'm Brandon, sitting across from me.
Eli.
We got Eli.
Yeah.
This is the end of the episode.
This is the end of the episode. Thank you guys for listening. It's been a great episode. I don't have anything that I need feedback-wise or whatnot.
Yeah.
I think we're just chilling. It was just a vibey episode.
Yeah, catching up.
And I like it.
Good time.
I like it a lot. Hope everybody enjoyed listening to this conversational-based episode.
If you have opinions on what we talked about, you can share that.
Yep, exactly. If you have opinions on anything, share it.
Yeah.
And that's all we got. We will catch you guys when we catch you guys next. It'll be on a Friday, I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah.
And we will do this again soon.
Soon.
Bye.
Have a good one.